The farmers' protest, which started on Friday, will last until the 10th of March. Today, those blocking the border crossing in Hrebene broke the agreement with the mayor of Lubica Królewska commune regarding the passage of TIR vehicles entering Poland from Ukraine. Protesters claim that trucks with food products, which were officially only supposed to transport them through Poland in transit, ended up leaving their goods here. From today, the crossing in Hrebene will be blocked by about 400 farmers with tractors. Farmers oppose the introduction of the EU Green Deal and the excessive inflow of goods from Ukraine. With the details, Paweł Błoch. Prime Minister Donald Tusk ended his skiing holidays and inaugurated the campaign for the local elections. During his Sunday speech in Morong, he referred to the farmers' protest.
Nie możemy pozwolić na to, żeby
We cannot allow ill-conceived decisions. This applies to Ukraine and the so-called Green Deal. They do not take into account the specifics and do not foresee the consequences, so that such decisions directly harm the interests of thousands of farmers in Poland and in Europe. Now Donald Tusk criticises the so-called Green Deal, but in 2020, MEPs from the Civic Platform voted for the introduction of climate restrictions that threaten Polish agriculture. The words that Mr. Donald Tusk says are an attempt to blur the whole matter. The EPP is responsible for the Green Deal and Fit for 55 because it governs the European Parliament and the European Commission and decides everything in the European Union. Polish farmers are also protesting against duty-free imports of Ukrainian grain. In November 2023, the then Minister of Agriculture, Anna Gębicka, published a list of companies importing grain from Ukraine. Now the document is being questioned by the Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Michał Kołodziejczak. In my opinion, the list published by the previous minister is untrue. This is, of course, a lie. I publish the data available to the ministry based on information from specific veterinary services and agricultural inspections. Michał Kołodziejczak became known in politics as an organizer of agricultural protests. Now that he has become a minister in Donald Tusk's government, farmers consider him to be a traitor. Who showed it on the screens? I saw only one television, TVN. They were at every protest. I also wanted to go to the eastern border. But when I saw that only one TV station supported it, a warning light came on. It was fake. Kołodziejczak is completely unreliable, and farmers rightly believe that his so-called trade union activities turned out to be a path to political advancement. On the 9th of February, general strike of Polish farmers began. Roads were blocked in over 260 towns across the country. Currently, there are unofficial reports that the distribution centres of the most popular retail chains in Poland will also be the target of blockades. On the 20th of February, farmers plan to move to Warsaw.
20 lutego ponownie wychodzimy na ulicę.
On the 20th of February, we will take to the streets again. We are very desperate. We do not want scenes known from France or Spain to appear in our country. But if there is no reaction, we will intensify our protests. At the same time, farmers' protests against the European Union's policies are taking place across Europe, and new sectors are joining the strike. This is the first ever joint protest of farmers and truck drivers. Never in history have both sectors come together on the streets, and now for the first time we are making a public commitment that we will definitely implement. Farmers blocked crossings on the Polish-Ukrainian border as part of the protest. However, it should be remembered that there would be no duty-free import of grain from Ukraine if it were not for the Russian full-scale invasion of the eastern country, which has been going on for almost 2 years. Paweł Błoch, Telewizja Republika.